Thank you for joining your Teton County Planning staff at this neighborhood meeting on a future rezone of Subarea 12.2, the 390 residential corridor. This first step in the process is to inform and engage the community on upcoming subarea-wide zoning changes. At this very beginning point, there is no formal proposal for a new zone and no Planning Commission or Board of County Commissioner meetings scheduled yet. This meeting is to welcome the neighborhood to the process, explain some of the zoning standards under consideration to be included in a formal proposal, and get feedback to ensure that we are valuing and including the concerns of the people that live here and best understand the neighborhood's character. As a stable sub-area, you should not expect significant changes to the density or intensity of use and development as part of this rezone. Rather, this process can be viewed as an opportunity for you to engage with your neighbors, local planners, and elected officials to refine and improve land use and development standards for your neighborhood. The purpose of zoning and other regulatory tools is to implement the Jackson-Teton County Comprehensive Plan and to promote the health, safety, and general welfare of the present and future inhabitants of the community. The purpose of a zoning map amendment is to publicly review a change to the official zoning map to ensure that it improves implementation of the comprehensive plan and also addresses those health, safety, or welfare issues important to the community. All land within Teton County has been or will be rezoned to align with the 2012 Comprehensive Plan. This rezone is just part of the phased countywide rezone of all properties to better implement that comp plan. It's the same initiative as the 2016 countywide rural area rezone, but we are now moving on to complete neighborhood areas, such as the Aspens Pines neighborhoods, individually to be sure that unique community character is respected and enhanced. Additionally, due to an ongoing lawsuit against the county that alleges existing zoning in your neighborhood to be unconstitutional because it's based on 1978 land use concerns and not the current comprehensive plan, the Board of County Commissioners has prioritized rezoning of your neighborhood. This way, land use standards can be planned at a community level rather than mandated by the courts. This rezone initiative includes all properties within the approximately 200-acre subarea 12.2 called 390 residential, as highlighted in the map on this page. The purpose of today's meeting is to inform neighbors and other interested parties about the rezone before any formal proposal is made or any public hearings are scheduled. It is equally intended to provide planning staff an opportunity to hear comments and concerns about the proposal early enough in the review process to allow for modifications to minimize any adverse impacts. Fortunately, even though they date back to 1994 or even 1978, much of your current zoning standards are consistent with the desired future character of the area represented in the 2012 Comprehensive Plan. This is why this area was identified as stable, and this is why you should not expect significant changes to the density or intensity of development and use allowances as part of this rezone. This chart on the slide was prepared for those currently zoned neighborhood conservation, which is the majority of the sub area. If your property is currently zoned business conservation or affordable housing planned unit development, this information doesn't reflect your zoning allowance. And if you would like more information, please contact me directly. Some primary zoning elements under consideration at this time are environmental standards, limitations on physical development, uses that are allowed in the zone, and maximum density, or the smallest size a lot can be subdivided to. At this initial phase, planning staff is focusing on maintaining protections for water bodies, wetlands, swan, trout, and bald eagles, scaling physical development to the size of individual parcels, maintaining primarily detached single-family homes with accessory uses as primary use, and keeping lot sizes in the range of 1 to 5 acres. This zoning update has been included in the Planning Department work plan for many years, since the 2012 Comprehensive Plan was adopted, in fact, and is part of the phased rezoning of the entire county to implement and provide nexus to the 2012 Comprehensive Plan values. In 2016, all designated rural areas of the county were rezoned for this purpose. Complete neighborhoods, such as yours, were excluded so that we can address them individually and work within neighborhoods to enhance their character and qualities. This rezoning initiative for your neighborhood was prioritized by the Board of County Commissioners in their approval of the fiscal year 2021 work plan on July 21st, 2020. The information on this slide is an excerpt from that approved work plan and provides some background on the scope of this task. Defining desired character for all areas of the community provides predictability in planning and development. The illustration of our vision section of the 2012 Comprehensive Plan informs land development regulations that ensure no policy of this plan is forgotten and that all policies are implemented within the proper context. With this information, we can determine what policies and strategies are appropriate in which locations. When considering a zoning change, we ask how we can improve implementation of the desired future character defined in this illustration of our vision section of the comprehensive plan. In adoption of the 2012 comp plan, your neighborhood was designated a complete neighborhood, which means we focus on enhancing quality of life as a shared community value. Character-defining features describe each subarea through text, neighborhood forms, and photos and/or drawings. This subarea is stable, which means that no change to the existing character is necessary. Development will be infill that maintains the existing identity or vitality. The subarea may benefit from strategic infill or development of non-existing complete neighborhood amenities. Character-defining features of this subarea include design for wildlife permeability, housing occupied by the workforce, and START bus services. Features of neighborhood forms include 1 to 5 acre lots, 2-story building heights, primarily residential uses, design for wildlife and/or scenery, and predominance of landscape over built form. These are the guiding characteristics and attributes for the subarea that will be implemented through this proposed zoning process. At this initial phase of the project, we are just meeting with the neighbors to engage and gather feedback before entering the formal review process. At this time, there is no staff report, no formal proposal, and no scheduled hearing dates before the Planning Commission or Board of County Commissioners. We are hoping to go before the Planning Commission in November of this year for review and recommendation on the project, and the Board of County Commissioners in December of this year. To stay informed on this rezoning initiative and stay involved, please visit jacksontetonplan.com, where this presentation and a recording of this meeting in its entirety will be made available. This also is the location where further information will be posted when it is made available. Please send us your email address so that we can stay in touch directly. If you would like to provide your email address in the chat section of the Zoom meeting, please do so. Otherwise, you can email it to planning staff at kmalone@tetoncountywi.gov. You can also send any written comments or feedback to this email address or mail it directly to the Planning Department at P.O. Box 1727. The project ID for this rezoning initiative will be ZMA 2020-0003. This can be used as an identifier to track on meeting agendas or just as outreach occurs in the future. Finally, as you prepare your written comments, we ask that you focus on improvements that we can make as part of your zoning and development future.